called Egypt.
Yes, yes, yes. Good night. This is the Cuttin Edge. There with your warm Wednesday. So, the Mahat, the thing that we just played a while ago, where you have been hearing me playing it for years. The brethren that said Pata is when you talk about chemetic knowledge in full light, I don't know how much you have been listening to it from them time there, but we had him in the studio, him and Queen of Four, years ago. That was when him did that for me. And we have the opportunity to go to him in place in Manhattan. And may I tell you, the man, him deal in silver jewelry. The man have everything that related to chemetic knowledge, chemetic understanding, and he make the jewelry them towards it. Well, we let the brethren pass away, Pata. We hear him pass away this week, yeah. Just this week, him pass away. And we really feel away, given that we know of him and we know him, and we talk about different subjects, different things. We go in place, and trust me, take in the jewelry them that he make. As a matter of fact, him did give me one bracelet. Trust me, man. Trust me. So we say, yeah, the brethren gone. The brethren gone, and him doing work. Him doing work. We give thanks for him. Yes, we give thanks for him. Yeah, man, it's beautiful when you see that happen. It gives you power and strength, you know, so you must go through. We're going to take the first break and come forward. First break.
The time on Irie FM is?
Time is 15 minutes past 10 o'clock. We'll come back to this song here, you know. We'll come back to this song here, Queen Life Free Car. Long time, yes. Take a break and come forward. Yes, break time.
The time on Irie FM is?
The time is 10:30. Hey, it's a epidemic in Jamaica, you know. Yeah, man, epidemic in Jamaica with these little baby girls. Some of them still have a primary school. And the big man them, I don't know how them man, what could I make a man, I mean man, you know, would I want to see a little girl, I want put a whole heap of things in front of her. It's like him set a rat trap and put little cheese in it. And then when the rat catch a bait, him just grab the rat and finish kill it. And enough little young girls out there, them life get messed up because of these big boss and tone man them when they about the place. Big boss and tone man them. What is it? What is it? These men, what do these things? And some of them do it and now get caught, you know. You have some, what them call them, stepfather. Stepfather. Little picnic, and I know feel, well, if I'm saying him stepfather, I know I know feel picnic, you know. So him no feel, say, him a do a terrible thing because I know feel picnic. So when all the mother go away, I work. And through him now work, all him do is wait till weekend come for go to the next dance, the next session. And when the mother not there, him take the little picnic and do what he want to do. Why you do with man like them there? When you catch them, what you do with man like them there? Them need some stronger law in a Jamaica against these people who take the little girl them, underage girl them, and go do what them want to do with them. And some of them kill the picnic too. And long after you hear say the picnic missing, and them can't find the picnic, and then long after again, you hear say, boy, them find our body somewhere. What kind of man you be, Rasta? What kind of man you be? You know, say you have something in Jamaica, we call it back fist. Why don't you just go stand up in a corner and back on your fist and stop chopping picnic, chop the little picnic them? Eh? You don't find yourself in a one corner, man, and back on your fist. Every Jamaican know what I talk about. Because the thing I get terrible. Maybe we don't see it regular in the paper, but that's true, it not get reported. Because them all treat the little girl them, I promise them, it's either them I promise them things, or I threaten them. And some of the mother them don't want to believe them pick me. Don't want to believe them pick me when them pick me come down and tell them what them say, move, away you want to do. I spoil up, you want to spoil up my life. Eh? You know, say I pay the rent and I put food on the table. What you want to do? Spoil up your life. Where you get them lie there from? Nah, I believe the little picnic. Nah, I believe the little picnic. Parents, mothers, believe on a picnic. And that me I say, believe on a picnic. Because too much life I get spoiled up at an early age. Early age, the life them spoil up. And we can't figure out sometime why a little girl behave like how she behave. It's because her stepfather touch her where him not to touch and go where him not to go. And him promise her, say, don't tell your mother, you know. Yeah, don't tell your mother, I'll take back the iPhone from you. All them things there. Why it continue on such a big scale in a Jamaica? We need to figure it out. And one of the worst committed crimes outside of murder. Yeah, man. And it come like it have a psychological murder. Yes. Whole heap of them about the place. I tell you now. And some of the mothers, them know too. But through them I get certain things from the man. Them now want to shout it out loud on the hilltop. Them I get too much incentives from the man. So them just make it go and run, right? The little picnic there and suffer psychologically and all of them where you can think about. And then she think about suicide too. And that's how this is where it get terrible. This is where it get terrible. Because every time she tell the mother say, move from your damn foolishness. Yes. Him prefer the daughter than the mother. And the mother now she say, a long while now, him not really make no move towards her. Long time, she not think about it, you know. Say, I wonder where. I wonder if now make no move towards me. You ever wonder that? I mean, I tell yourself, you go suspect your man just for nothing at all, you know, but there are signs that is given to you that you ignore. And the child also can give you a sign too, and you ignore it. Because sometimes the child want to tell you something, but she's scared and afraid. The reaction where you are going to react, and how the man are going to react to she too. But the signs are there, and you know the sign. It happening in Jamaica. Enough. It happening in Jamaica. Yeah, man, it's a problem. We hear how much youth now commit suicide. Whole heap of school youth are commit suicide. I have to say whole heap. Because 2 is whole heap. Yeah, man, 2 are whole heap. And we live in a system, you know, where everybody I look towards the youth them now for do certain things because the age of the Jamaican population now seem to be consisting more of elders. Because for some reason or another, the youth them are dead off. They might encourage people now to have picnic. Yeah, the Minister of Health has said. So they might encourage people now to have picnic. Because the youth population are dwindle. And they might deal with people now to serve the system. And when old people like me there left, the system will not be served at how they want it to be served. So they must say, when you go have picnic. Yes. And that's right there. But if the man them continue to abuse the little picnic them don't have no use for themselves in our society. We are called upon the mothers them to protect the picnic them. Yeah. Mothers me are called upon, not the father them. Me are called upon the mothers them to protect the picnic them. Because as me say, Jamaica the age span, old people live longer now than before. And we really need a group, a society where the youth them can step up and come into the chair and sit down behind the desk of the elder them who did it before them. Make sure, say, when the youth tell you something, you investigate it. Don't just tell her you must go away and move from here. Investigate it. Sharon Forrester. Yeah, Sharon Forrester, man. Long time sister in. Run left Ghana, Florida. By the way, big things are going on Florida this weekend, yeah. Rebel salute.
The time on Irie FM is
3 minutes past 11 o'clock. Yeah, as we have said, Rebel salute Florida this weekend, yeah. Yes, first time outside of Jamaica. Why you love rebel for that? Yeah. What I'm think them was to get it over there and travel with it too. Yeah, travel with it too. Now the first leg of it is in Florida. I hope say it turned out to be a wonderful celebration of a 30 years movement. Yeah. Yes, sweet voice. So, we see a youth get shot by the police. I think in a Clarendon there. And according to the camera, the youth come out of the house with them hand them up in the air. And according to the report over here too, the police them lock off the body camera them with them have had. So we are going to ask the question now. The crime rate gone down as it relates to murder. Is it that the murder is now on the side of the law enforcement. Because how we going to know, say, the 200 odd youth will get shot. Some of them not innocent. How we going to know that? Lie on top of lie on top of lie, you know. How we going to know that? 200 odd youth get shot by police this year. And we must believe that them 200 odd youth they either pull gun upon the police or do something to aggravate the police, that the police will have to shoot him, to kill him. Kill him. But I have to tell you that, you know, police tell me already, say, Muta, watch a man. It costs too much to carry them go to court. I better we just shoot them right there so I forget everything and nobody go to court. It a cost taxpayers money. No, when a man I say that to you, and the man will tell me that too, me could have been my father. When a man I tell you that, and when you look and say, all right, if people rate, crime gone down, murder rate gone down, that is good. But at what expense it gone down? You have some people out there where say, well, look here, the police, them did not go under pressure, you know. And the good have sometimes suffer for the bad. That some people are saying, you know. But sure enough for them pick me. Them can't say anything. Sure enough for them pick me. You know? It's a terrible thing. Terrible thing. We're going to go here, so now. Slaughter, go and come back to her as we take the break and come forward. Break time again.
The time on Irie FM is...
Time is 15 minutes after 11 o'clock.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM. Irie FM.
This is the Cuttin Edge. Take a break. Come forward.
The time on Irie FM is...
Time is 11:30.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM. Irie FM. Irie FM.
Yes, Margie K coming through. Sweet, unbreakable. Listen.
Hello, I'm Severin Suzuki speaking for ECHO, the Environmental Children's Organization. We're a group of 12 and 13-year-olds trying to make a difference. Vanessa Seti, Morgan Geisler, Michelle Quigg, and me. We've raised all the money to come here ourselves, to come 5,000 miles to tell you adults you must change your ways. Coming up here today, I have no hidden agenda. I am fighting for my future. Losing my future is not like losing an election or a few points on the stock market. I am here to speak for all generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across this planet because they have nowhere left to go. I am afraid to go out in the sun now because of the holes in our ozone. I am afraid to breathe the air because I don't know what chemicals are in it. I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my home, with my dad, until just a few years ago we found the fish full of cancers. And now we hear of animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing forever. In my life, I have dreamt of seeing the great herds of wild animals, jungles and rainforests full of birds and butterflies. But now I wonder if they will even exist for my children to see. Did you have to worry of these things when you were my age? All this is happening before our eyes, and yet we act as if we have all the time we want and all the solutions. I'm only a child, and I don't have all the solutions. But I want you to realize, neither do you. You don't know how to fix the holes in our ozone layer. You don't know how to bring the salmon back up in a dead stream. You don't know how to bring back an animal now extinct. And you can't bring back the forest that once grew where there is now a desert. If you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. Here, you may be delegates of your government, business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians, but really, your mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family, 5 billion strong. In fact, 30 million species strong. And borders and governments will never change that. I'm only a child, yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. In my anger, I am not blind, and in my fear, I am not afraid of telling the world how I feel. In my country, we make so much waste. We buy and throw away, buy and throw away, buy and throw away, and yet northern countries will not share with the needy. Even when we have more than enough, we are afraid to share. We are afraid to let go of some of our wealth. In Canada, we live the privileged life with plenty of food, water, and shelter. We have watches, bicycles, computers, and television sets. The list could go on for 2 days. 2 days ago here in Brazil, we were shocked when we spent time with some children living on the streets. This is what one child told us. I wish I was rich. And if I were, I would give all the street children food, clothes, medicines, shelter, and love and affection. If a child on the streets who has nothing is willing to share, why are we who have everything still so greedy? I can't stop thinking that these are children my own age, that it makes a tremendous difference where you are born. That I could be one of those children living in the favelas of Rio. I could be a child starving in Somalia, or a victim of war in the Middle East, or a beggar in India. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on finding environmental answers, ending poverty, and finding treaties, what a wonderful place this earth would be. At school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others, to work things out, to respect others, to clean up our mess, not to hurt other creatures, to share, not be greedy. Then why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do? Do not forget why you are attending these conferences, who you're doing this for. We are your own children. You are deciding what kind of a world we are growing up in. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying, everything's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world, and we're doing the best we can. But I don't think you can say that to us anymore. Are we even on your list of priorities? My dad always says, you are what you do, not what you say. Well, what you do makes me cry at night. You grown-ups say you love us, but I challenge you, please, make your actions reflect your words.
Irie FM, #1 reggae station in the whole wide world, me not joke.
No more action blocks. For those of you wondering what an action block is, action block is where them use to put the African them in the middle of the town and have an auction. Who can bid the highest for that African. Them call it the action block, the action. When I say action, it's AUCTION, action block. Them don't have that again, but them catch you at the workplace. Yeah, man, them catch you at the workplace now. Come like an action block. Yes, no more action block for me. Me I tell you, them powerful. When them a sing them song there, you feel it. Yeah, you feel it. Here we go. Don't mess it up.
Eco.
Yeah, it's coming up to 12 o'clock. After 12, we're going to take some phone call. Yes. After 12, we take the phone calls.
Biko.
I'm singing about Stephen Biko, that great South African who gave us the phrase, and a serious phrase. The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressor. The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. That quote was from Stephen Biko. And it's now 12 o'clock in Jamaica. 12 o'clock.
Brothers and sisters, this is Chalice. Join us with respect for our national anthem. Let us stand and defend this wise. Peace and love. Thank you. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Do our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, great true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Yes. Here we go. Here we go.
Africans to seek to regain their independence from the colonial masters. Historians will remind us that we were first enslaved, that Africans were taken, and this we seldom say. The first civilization to take Africans out of this continent were the Arabs. And they took Africans from the eastern coast. And it's sad that in that part of the world, there are not many Africans who remained, because it was in the business of the Arab enslaver to castrate Africans. We never say that, but we must say it because it is historically significant. Then the Europeans came, the Portuguese came, the Spaniards came, the Germans came, the French came, the Belgians came. Africa became the hunting ground for the European colonizers, and we were the spot. We built, our ancestors built the United States of America. Our ancestors built Europe. And when slavery had lost its shine and sheen, the Europeans abolished it. But they replaced it with yet another pernicious enterprise, the colonization of Africa. The Europeans sat in Berlin, in Germany, in 1884, and they looked at the map of Africa and parceled it out. The British had their share. The Germans had their share, and Tanzania or Tanganyika was their share, as was Rwanda and Burundi. The Spaniards were Johnny-come-latelys in the arena, and they got little Equatorial Guinea and Southwest Africa. The French were here, the Portuguese were here, and we were colonized. This time round, they did not take us away. They came here, and they controlled us, and they told us, not in so many words, that we were children of a lesser God. And we were treated as if we were children of a lesser God. In fact, they told us that on the day of creation, we were merely hewers of wood and drawers of water. And if anybody were to doubt it in 1948, it was more blatant when Hendrik Verwoerd instituted the apartheid regime in South Africa. But yet there is a sense in which the God that we worship never sleeps. The colonial enterprise ran its course, and the European tribes, the Europeans never called themselves tribes, they called them nations, were engaged in a war. First in 1918, the European tribes fought, and they had something called the League of Nations, which died. Then they fought again in 1945. And what is unique about the European nations is that when they are engaged in tribal wars, they call them world wars. So there was another war between 1945, 1939 and 1945. And after that, a new kid on the block, the United States of America, took the lead in saying that colonialism was something that was undesirable. But at that time, Africans were never quiet. Those who had been taken out had already started agitating. Many of us here will remember Marcus Garvey, of whom Bob Marley says, Garvey was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America. And many of us will remember W.E.B. Du Bois. Many of us will remember that they started agitating that Africans must regain their dignity and their independence. And indeed, in 1847, in Liberia, a small group of Africans were brought back in Monrovia, and Liberia became the first independent black nation in the continent of Africa. So soon thereafter in Sierra Leone, they also created yet another colony. But Africa was colonized, except Ethiopia, which they tried to take in 1938 and exiled Professor Dr. Haile Selassie, and unfortunately they were defeated, as you remember, in the Battle of Adwa. Africa can defeat European tribes. This history is necessary that we are able to appreciate the freedom that we gained. So that Garvey came, W.E.B. Du Bois came, but there was another crop after the 1940s who had the advantage of European education. And there were people in Europe also who are beginning to recognize that indeed equality was necessary. And this was not anything new. In 1776 in the United States of America, the American state sitting in Philadelphia in the United States of America declared unto themselves that all men are born equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A few years later in France, after the revolution, they also recognized that we were to be equal, so that the colonized nations which had now taken Africans thought that they were safe. They had taken Leopold Sédar Senghor from Senegal to Paris, and they thought that they were creating a little Frenchman. Little did they know that they were creating somebody who would want to overthrow them. They took Félix Houphouët-Boigny from Côte d'Ivoire, and they thought that they were creating somebody who would be subservient to them. They took Ahmed Sékou Touré and Modibo Keïta, and they thought they were safe. Little did they know that they were creating the future leaders and agitators against French colonization. And it did not stop there. The Portuguese also took Agostinho Neto and Amilcar Cabral and Eduardo Mondlane to Lisbon. Little did they know that those individuals would be the catalyst that would be necessary in the process of decolonization. The British also had their fair share. They took others. They took Mwalimu Kambarage Nyerere, Hastings Kamuzu Banda, Kenneth David Kaunda, and many others to the United Kingdom, Jomo Kenyatta. Little did they know that those would be the individuals who sometimes later, and in Ghana, of course, they took the Osagyefo, Kwame Nkrumah, and in Nigeria, they took Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, and Sir Ahmadu Bello, the Sultan of Sokoto. There is a sense, therefore, in which these individuals started recognizing that having been enslaved, having been colonized, we now had to liberate ourselves. And the agitation started. And Kwame Nkrumah and his Ghana acquired independence in 1957. And I still can hear Kwame Nkrumah through the vicissitudes of time saying in Accra, Ghana, that Ghana is free and will never be colonized again. But the freedom of Ghana means nothing if the rest of Africa is not free.
Cuttin Edge with Mutabaruka. We are listening to the whole of meds. You know here, Cuttin Edge, the edge, the edge.
Yes, ill.
Ill Mutabaruka.
Yeah, blessed man.
Thanks, strongly. I go say something now. I won't want to go feel like.
Eh?
I won't want to go feel like.
Feel what I go say?
Yeah.
All right, say it. Now make them feel it.
All right. I say, the Bible, why am I using Bible people then? I say, both God, Jesus, and Jah. The whole of them things that people know the black people like. So you just believe. Because I hear some people, I watch the news and I hear some people on the radio that talk about this other thing. But when I take it out, the biggest other people, them and people that go to church, you know. And the pastor and the whole of them were still on around there. Because when them tell lie and lead the people, them must stay where them do. I mix up the people them brain in a really wrong thing. The whole of them guilty of filthiness. And them come from real and talk about. So, I'm not legalize all that thing and all them things done. Before there, all of them take taxi and go on all the hills and boat until they go look for Bama and look for the older man for them, the people things and things and. Yeah, I want to take it out. And them are the wrongdoers in the thing. Yeah, so we need to straighten out them things. So I just hope all that they have to burn out, man.
Some man a plan to do that still. I hear them have it a court, you know, so I know the church people them not gonna like it still, but it's something in a way, and we're trying to get it out.
All of them are evil, man. All of them are kids.
Yeah.
Call the pastor, especially the pastor, all of them tell lies. And all them
all of them now sprinkle water on people that talk about the blood of Jesus. Yeah. Anything more terrible than that?
Very much.
They want to dip in the river and then sprinkle the blood of Jesus and say hallelujah over your head and you know, with that.
No, what that? I'm have to talk to the demons up to them there before they can pluck it out of someone else. And that go on, and all of them are going like them right and them right to and this and that. It's really just believe. Yeah. And everything and get up on it. You know, the arm those things. And now try to stop the foolishness and arm those things with all of them and keep up in that place.
All right, so we have to take a break.
Now, hold on.
All right, go on, we have to take the break. Take the break.
The time on Irie FM is...
The time is 15 minutes past 12 o'clock.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM, Irie FM, Irie FM.
Yes, Virgin, you there, eh?
Yes, man, I'm there, man. You see, if the church and them politicians don't behave themselves, lightning, I will lick them out of them place.
Who will make the lightning lick them?
Oh, here, eat and water. Nature, no man business, that.
Lightning no know good and bad different from any one thing, you know.
Yeah.
When lightning a clap, it no say you good and you bad. So I'm going to lick the bad one, you know.
Yeah, man, I do that, man.
You do that?
Yes, man.
Oh, you know that? Oh, you know say you do that?
Because see that, man.
Which part?
When I do, man, and all things I get bigger, I see some people will like me lick, man.
No, I never say, no, wait, no, I never say the lightning no lick people, you know, I say, lightning not choose who to go lick, say choose you, bad it to go lick you, and choose you good it not lick you, what that may I say?
Well, but one of the lightning lick, man, bad people, then, man.
The one with lightning lick are bad people?
For real, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, so.
Are you decide for the lightning?
Nothing wrong with that.
No, of course, something wrong with it. Because me go about my toe, no, you go to tell me, say, something bad me do by me about my toe.
Yeah, it's clean enough to make that happen, you know.
Eh?
That's to say, you know. Cleanliness to say. A cleanliness I go manage earth, you know, because through nature, natural liberty, you know. Because the man, them I go on with all kind of invade things and them manifest this and them do that. But this is when nature really, no man, no woman can't stop it from manifest itself in the earth. And we are saying right now, all them ammunition and everything where them are built.
So wait, let me ask you a question.
Huh?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When hurricane come and watch your house,
yeah.
Just a wicked people house watch way, no good people house no watch way.
Those two people them are living in a wrong place.
Okay, all right, because I know say, most poor people get affected by these things. Rich people all get affected by hurricane.
Because them to go live in the wrong place. Because them can't get the right part of earth.
No, it's just your idea of you say lightning lick wicked people and lick poor people, and lick good people.
Where the man? When I'm pass through earth. That power of nature, you know. When no man can't enough. You think nature no good and bad?
Yeah, man. Then
nature got a man think that, you know, nature have no good and bad in it, man.
I creation that, you know.
Eh?
I creation that.
No, me not talking about creation. Creator. Me say, good and bad is man construction that. Construct that. Lightning and thunder no have no good and bad in it.
I agree with that, you know, car. So when you take them, man come up in the earth and with them adapt certain things.
You know, that a man decide we're bad or we're good.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
But an animal, no, just nyama next animal. You think a bad the animal bad, why the animal? film concept of bad and good different from your concept of bad and good.
Yeah.
Lightning have no thought in it to say that bad so it will lick that and that good so it not lick that.
Now people are tremble and get nervous, man.
Oh yeah.
When lightning strike.
Yeah, well, you get nervous here because thunder get people nervous. Me smile my dog. When lightning, when thunder start roll, man, him run under the bed, run all over the place. I try to find somewhere to hide.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that I'm sweet. Tapin.
Anyway, we have to move. Take our next call, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Yes. This me not play before him call. Yes, body count. Go and take a break and come forward. Break time.
The time on Irie FM is...
The time is 12:30.
Trying to mix up the original.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM, Irie FM, Irie FM.
Yeah,
Right, Mojo.
Right, so you know, man.
Well, I give thanks, you know. I know one sweet carbon and you. That's the only strength we can work with as black people. I want to give thanks, Muta. Yeah, man. Muta, that killing there, in fact, I see 2 videos over the week where I see police as a carrot man in a sheet. So, what I really want to know, I really are going to Jamaica. I really want to know what go on. Police are carrot man in a sheet that show them in a Hilux van like dead dog. What really, I mean, civilized country. I mean...
Which one of these killing them, you see that?
It's a 2 video, different, but...
One of the Clarendon?
But just, one of Clarendon, I remember where exactly. Police was in a white sheet. You understand? Show the person.
You know, you tell you they have a man in the ear.
Eh?
In a Clarendon, them say the youth will have a man in the ear.
The one of the guy run downstairs?
No, the one that come out of the
Well,
house.
the video I'm going to see when the police have carried them out, so... I mean, Muta, let me tell you something, man.
No, them say the youth will have him hand in the ear.
Oh, no one there.
Them never pull nothing after them.
They're not pulling nothing, Muta. They're not pulling nothing. Remember, say, the 3 boy, them would search downtown and go back and shoot them, and when I shot ricochet and shot when I pose them, it's a shootout now until in the come find the camera and shoot. Everybody gets silent and you know, you're not more about it. And look here, Muta, we cannot operate a country like this. US out there, the foolishness in our water, and the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Security are talking about shoot, man. No, all we know is innocent from innocent. And we have to realize that we have nephew out there and son. I don't have any son, so, but at the same time, I don't support foolishness. And because the PMP party, mean black people, and the jail people don't mean black people, no good, I refuse to vote for both of them. Because the 2 of them, all right, the 2 of them promise good life after them just chat, tell them why. The Prime Minister said the more mouth, Muta said, the modern police force or the present police force not go and conduct themselves like the ban them back in eradication time. But when we notice with them house 3 car, them tell you what you want here, it's like you still have Rasta people from coming to school. We have black country and Rasta, I educate we. I still have bar them and you know, so nothing as a government now, the Ministry of Education. So you come on TV and tell you what you want. And sometimes them are hypocrite Muta. Them is big thief, big liar, and them is hypocrite. And you know, the churches say nothing about it. But them are come on radio and come and tell people take them Pfizer vaccine. Like white people mean black people are good. Eh? White people mean black people are good. White people never want to black people earth much just to be beside them. And just black poor people are there. You can't go up a cherry and knock people out and man come down without a shot and you shoot it. When you start shoot some people cherry so I got black poor people alone and black people alone at it. Because shoot up some of them minister there, because we can't, you want me to $3 trillion now. And the money where I overcharge for ticket, money where you for pay, where everything just gets silent. And them are driving in a BMW and look for the infrastructure of the country. Look at rainfall and the place, a disaster.
Why I see the rainfall again and mash up some road again?
Muta, me I tell you, man, I'm glad me and my daughter say, money say she and my girl. Look at rainfall, Muta, and the place done upside down. And them still are bringing car in Jamaica. And them now build infrastructure, put up them apartment and now build no drainage. Nothing. The way the water for run an apartment, that's how you expect. Really no Muta. And then later you don't have the water in your pipe. What amount of water fall last week, Muta? We could have supplied the whole world water. And we're still 21st century. You can't have water in the pipe. And I come out of foolishness of people. Eh?
Yeah,
be a foolishness. I don't know, warm to black people. Just love this chatting. People that chat and I tell you things that you buy. When man no action, no man. Them get too much to raise up here. Prime Minister say to them one more, say, oh, see action and everything goes silent. You kill you see a youth in your house. Don't the youth not safe them on their house. Come downstairs and you kill the youth. You kill the youth. I'm going to hear the commissioner of police. I'm going to hear the China one were in charge. Them
not to them investigating. Them not to them investigating.
Nothing now come out and nothing out. Out of the millions I investigate and tell me two things will come out there. Stop telling black people to feed that no man. Go from here, man. Go investigate. Same thing over and over. Stop killing off the youth them, man. Killing the youth them, man. If you're a man that shoot or you're not too lie, I don't know so the people that tell lie. I don't know nothing most like a business as usual. And if you go from here, man, go and left the country, man. You know, put up with foolish mood if never stolen them wrong for me. Them wrong for me. And I will never ever vote for PNP and Labour because two of them are the same thing. One collect much over fintech and them a drink wine. And the next one, bus money, machine for $4 million, $5 million, and $30 million feet. And everything just a dead stuff. Governor General mouth seal. Everybody must now drive them BMW and laugh for we and overtax we. And if you go, man, you can't go and kill youth them and know so the police them are lying and I tell lie. It's blatant no motor.
Yeah.
And the commission silent. How kind of country we are on? Really know true about black people life not worth nothing. I tell the police now, I say, look here, man. You have no respect for your own color if everybody is the same thing. Look, most of the people are dead, they find a China man are dead. I know white man, I know man from uptown, a black ghetto youth are dead. And them a kill off the youth, them say a show psychological effects there, yo, and this will happen. So son put on a gun. Stop the gun them from coming. I go to the United States and tell them to stop the gun. Because if no gun are there, nah go on. Stop it to know the gun them are come from. Just like how the Prime Minister go for international forum, not tell, say the gun them are come from Haiti, which is a lie. If you say it, more US, United States have no interest in our people I fear them interest in that. That's why them can't come send much ship in a Caribbean water and a shoot out, a shoot down, a blow up shit, a boat out or whatever, out much ship. You know, just around man and carrying man. Eh? Oh, yeah, man, you can't be like the criminal motor. I can't be like the criminal.
Well,
I have to set the example. The church, when I come down from people, I come and tell people, I'm going to take them pies and vaccine and what kind of country I run motor? Really now? Andrew, when I friend them come and tell people about shoot down and our police, you tell people one thing and later you go back and tell them to look here, man, kill them, man. The government, they have a protector. It's wrong. Andrew, Holness, it's wrong. Horace Chang, it's wrong. Bob's Green, it's wrong. Count involved. I want to mash up Jamaica. PJ, it's wrong. Mark going, it's wrong. When I kill off black, ghetto, poor, innocent people, if I'm going to shoot out with police, that's a different thing. Police have to defend themselves. Stop going and kill off the youth innocent thing and tell lie. Because if a police body camera now work, it's like a motor. You put the police there immediately on fire squad. Because obviously, if you hide something from camera, that means you do the wrong thing then. Everybody just signed. You step on TV and them kill the 3 youth them downtown. And the police fire a shot and 2
Which one are the killing that now? Tell me.
You remember the three boy them get killed a couple months ago at East?
Okay.
When they come find the camera and when the police, you see, me I tell about the video and the police shop and them shoot the youth through the high power rifle. The shot go through and ricochet and go and catch the police in them foot. And them talk about a shootout and they come, them on camera.
Yeah, lavish part.
Right, and they get silent. And me, Muta, if me have 4 brothers, me not take up with none of them if them wrong. So if the police wrong for me. Because the black poor people, them have strength for you drive the car. And them, I say, wait, wow, black man can't drive down the car. For go from here and leave Jamaica. We're thief enough money enough to go live in US and France, you know. Because up down have an house, you know. Leave our country alone because we not run go to white man country. We run our country ourselves. And make the people them can live good because enough there for we to live good. You build one little box motor out of vineyard town, one little box almost 15-30 million. And now build wall. Billions of dollars for wall. And I get poor people in a box like that German and things they can. We have to stop it now, man. 21st century now. Right or right. And the church, I'm quiet and I come out and tell people about justice and salvation. Black people get salvation from themselves. This country can be better enough there for everybody. Stop the gun from coming out of Jamaica by go up to the upper league and they got tell you to stop them gun from going because they send them gun and kill where. But you see when things are affecting them, I send them worship out. You don't need no worship for curb drugs. Because when they kill off black people, never they don't actually catch a friend them now. When I go out there and shoot down shit. Stop the gun. Andrew Wilson, go to United States and tell them to stop the gun from coming here. Because you see them where you talk about Haiti and bring them come here. And there's nobody in Jamaica from Haiti that try for gun. Tell me about one case where I try for gun from Haiti motor. Them have the Coast Guard, them have the Marine, and now secure course. So we're going to get in there and now come and give a lip chat. Like some con artists, we don't know lie itself.
We have to move that now.
Critical self. Long life here, Muta, and come out of our country.
Yeah. The time is 15 minutes to 1 o'clock.
The time on Irie FM is...
As I said, 15 minutes to 1 o'clock. Okay, I wish I were there. I saw there. Here we go.
Van Marcos Garvin says,
rise, realize, wise, mind, wake up to Black Attack.
Yes, Black Attack. All right. Atankola reach me, I know. Atankola reach me, man. Believe you me. Anyway, here I know. I look for a tune the whole night and can't find it, you know. Yes, I look for a tune and can't find it. I don't know which one of them folder you're in. I want to play the tune. But when I see this, I'm going to play this. Yes. Musical raw soul. Yes. Glenn and him friend them. Raw soul. Believe you me. A good music. All right, make you come forward. That's all. Make you start it from here. So, okay.
So I'm going to give you 37.
Yeah, times
42.
1554. 42 is the same as 3 times 7 times 2. So what I did, I multiplied 37 by 3 and I got 111. Then I times that by 14 and I got 1554.
And is this using this Ethiopian method?
Absolutely. And there are many other things that the Africans invented for mathematics. I was told that it came from the Greeks, but what we weren't taught is that the Greeks were students of black Africans in Egypt and Ethiopia. And I think the Ethiopian method makes maths so much easier. If I knew what I knew about mathematics when I was 16, I would have loved mathematics a lot more. When I was in school, I was told about the kings of England, Henry VIII, William the Conqueror, and when it was talking about black people, they just spoke about slavery. Now, as the only black person in my class, that made me feel really bad. How's the person who was taught that he's a slave and has contributed nothing, how's he supposed to have any pride? The history of black people didn't begin in slavery. It's like reading a novel and starting 80% of the way in. That's an injustice. You're not getting the whole story.
Yes. I want to listen to it again, you know. I want to listen to it again.
So I'm going to give you 37.
Yeah, times
42.
1554. 42 is the same as 3 times 7 times 2. So what I did, I multiplied 37 by 3 and I got 111. Then I timed that by 14 and I got 1554.
And is this using this Ethiopian method?
Absolutely. And there are many other things that the Africans invented for mathematics. I was told that it came from the Greeks, but what we weren't taught is that the Greeks were students of black Africans in Egypt and Ethiopia. And I think the Ethiopian method makes maths so much easier. If I knew what I knew about mathematics when I was 16, I would have loved mathematics a lot more. When I was in school, I was told about the kings of England, Henry VIII, William the Conqueror, and when it was talking about black people, they just spoke about slavery. Now, as the only black person in my class, that made me feel really bad. How's the person who was taught that he's a slave and has contributed nothing, how's he supposed to have any pride? The history of black people didn't begin in slavery. It's like reading a novel and starting 80% of the way in. That's an injustice. You're not getting the whole story.
Yeah, man.
Thanks to ride like the radio station, rocking to the nation.
The time on Irie FM is...
The time is 1 o'clock. And this is the Cuttin Edge. We're there with you. Yes, Ian.
Yes. Yes, Muta?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give thanks that I'm rich, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I full joy the music and the dub poetry. You kind of wonder what the next generation dub poet, you know? Yeah.
I'm about, man.
Yeah, but the reason I'm calling it still a Muta is to give a quick tribute to one of my teacher. Even though you're a student as well, you know? I always refer to myself as that. But yeah, one of the great teacher, elder, make a transition and ascension. That's Baba Heru Samaj. You usually play him voice by your program. So
yeah, I played a while ago, you know. The Mahat.
Oh, yes.
I played when I started the program. You never listen?
No, I'm tuning out.
Yeah.
So you're aware of the transition?
Yeah, man, that's what, yeah. Not this week.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, man, great man. And first time I hear him was by your program, you know?
Yeah. Me do an interview with him, you know?
Yeah.
Me do an interview with him before, years ago, though. Him and Afua, Queen Afua.
By Irie FM. That was the first time I introduced to him, and I tell myself, well, I'm going to find this man when I go back, when I go to America.
New York.
Up with him at Canal Street. And when you remember when you came and do an interview with him, I think it was on camera.
Yeah, up on place.
Up at the studio, Pata.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was there. I happened to be there because...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Him say him want me to be there when him do that interview there because first thing him said to me when I meet this man in a motor, the man said to me, oh, you have come. You know, I'm speaking already.
Yeah.
The man said, you are going to have to bring this message to Jamaica because this is the piece that is missing from the whole movement within Rastafari and everything. And basically, that aspect of Rastafari becomes a vehicle where the whole world listens to. So the very root of African philosophy becomes very important to get beyond certain aspect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So him always encourage me upon that, man. But he's a great man. He's a great man. You understand? I wouldn't even know where to start to tell you. You know what I mean?
To know somebody didn't know him, you know?
Yeah, man. And the interview there is so insightful that you did. I actually have a copy of it. You understand? Yeah, man. I have a copy of that.
Let's send it on to me now, man. Let me play it again.
Yeah, the video, do you know? The video.
Yeah, then what you mean? Send the video, man. You know, can't go to hard, you said we.
Oh, I can't send it to you.
You'll have to send it to me email.
Okay. I have to go figure it out. But really and truly, you see that program...
The people don't take video off of YouTube, man, why you can't send it?
Yeah, man, I have to figure it out. You know how much time I email you? I'll email you today to tell us, I want to call you for really, you know, just give a reverence, you know? Because I'm glad.
Yeah, man, me do it. The program start, me do it.
God, man, glad. This is how me introduced to. This is the thing now. You see, when me at Jamaica, I used to reason and thing, and we had a first teacher over Portmore, over Nagozed, and him have a cook shop named Teote. Link me up if you hear this one, yeah. Healer Nation at Gmail, yeah. Well, want to link up at well, they want me to teach them because it's very important that we have this thing in our context. The first thing what we learn is that, you see, the reasoning, sometimes you have to have a teacher and a facilitator. Everybody sit down, and when you finish, you ask questions.
Yeah.
Too much back and forth and argument, you just stop the whole movement without development. You see what I'm saying now? So, the first thing when I met Baba Eru, him say, I'm teaching a class called Chemetics 101, the Ankh Ascension Renaissance. And him say, it starts in the next couple of weeks. Make sure say you did it. I'm going to figure out a way, I'm going to drive about an hour and a half to go to the program. And the first class, he presented us with a drawing and a replica of the palette of Narmer. And him shows how the first kingdom of the first African kingdom established in our history and on the record. And that's where world history generally begins. So world history starts with African history, meaning Chinese, nobody else don't have no history. We can predate that. So when we talk about African history, a lot of times the people them drift and them gone everywhere and argue about this and that. There is so much to talk about now because of the work of great men like Baba Heru Samaj and, you know, yes.
Okay, let's be no can no title, you know.
Yeah, no. It's a whole movement of scholar. It's different from when you're under a tree and you read your Bible. And this is a network of scholarship. It's the highest form of scholarship developed by people of African descent right now in the world. You know, and it's not just limited to America. Everything will Marcus Garvey work contribute to it. You know, J.A. Rogers, everything combined, you know, we even Haile Selassie work, everything transition right into that, you know? So we have to have a comprehensive way how we speak about our history and our culture so that it's just a clear narrative and the kids them can pick up on it and move on. The concern is the next generation, when we see great elders and make that transition. Mr. Dr. Jeffries last year,
Leonard Jeffries.
Dr. Jeffries up there too.
Leonard Jeffries.
Yeah. Yes. You understand?
What you say about Leonard Jeffries?
No, I said last year when I saw him, him reach up in my age too, you understand?
Yeah, man, him gone past about 8 years now.
Yeah, we see Marcus Garvey, he was at the parade. And,
yeah, bring him down. I refer him bring him down more than one time, you know.
Yeah, man. And you see these men, they realize that Jamaica is a key piece towards Pan-Africanism. But you see, Pan-Africanism, it's a broad scope. It's centered on African scholarship and wisdom, even when you don't have the lived experience. Even if you never got a continent, it gives you an approach
which you can have a clear narrative. But you have to, this is the only successorship program where we have to develop our culture right now in terms of academics. You understand me? Yeah. Reggae music is good for inspiration, but you need the details, which the whole circuit bring forward, you know, out of Harlem and stuff. You know?
All right.
Yeah, well, that's
all right, Bridget. So call back again next time.
Yeah, me call again, but literally, Mota, when me really want to do is when me call, me just give like a full, like just a quick program, like a synopsis of a something that has to do with the development of the culture. Like me can tell about, you know, the function. This is the key, most important thing where I think we are now. We need to understand the function of the netero. It is how the society functions. It is the principle upon which humanity, society is formed. And there is no system in the world that can exclude the basis. And that is why we now have functionable organization and movement. Every government, everything built from my heart.
Give thanks.
Thank you so much, Mutabaruka. Yeah, man.
All right.
They took the land, and they took the language, and then they took our young ones, and somehow we're still the ones they call savage.
They said we signed treaties, but the truth is we signed to survive, and then they tore those treaties up and called it progress.
Our names were too hard for them to pronounce, so they renamed us, erased our stories, and then claimed we had no history.
They put our grandparents in boarding schools, cut their hair, beat them for speaking their own language, and called it education. But it was erasure.
They called it a land run, we called it a theft. People cheering while our homes and lives were being auctioned off to the highest bidder.
They tried to kill us with smallpox, then with paper, then with silence. But we're still here, and we remember everything.
You wear our symbols on your jackets, your sports teams, and your costumes, but you never carry our grief or our truth.
This isn't just history, it's right now. Our land is still being taken, and we are still here, still fighting, and still watching.
Before Africa was carved apart by foreign hands, it was a continent of kingdoms, trade routes, empires, and rich civilizations. But in the late 19th century, a storm was brewing in Europe, one that would forever alter Africa's destiny. This is the untold story of how an entire continent was stolen, not with bombs or battles, but with pens, lies, and a conference table. This is the Scramble for Africa, the Berlin Conference, a theft in silence. In 1884, in a cold room in Berlin, European powers, led by German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, gathered to decide the fate of Africa. No African leaders were invited, no kings, no chiefs, no elders. 14 European nations and the United States drew borders like slicing a cake, claiming entire nations they didn't understand. Britain snatched East and Southern Africa. France grabbed the West. Belgium's King Leopold II seized the Congo. Not for Belgium, but for himself. He called it the Congo Free State, but it was anything but free. 10 million lives lost. Workers who failed rubber quotas had their hands cut off. One of history's forgotten genocides. African envoys wrote letters.
You know, say, we're going to start over this thing because we don't want the advertisement, them cut it. You understand? We want it go straight, even though it's not long, but we want it go straight. So I better we just find a tune for play in between that and come forward to it because me say certain things not forget cut. Understand? Certain things just definitely no forget cut. Why take a break and come forward? Break.
The time on Irie FM is...
Time is 15 minutes past 1 o'clock.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to. Irie FM. Irie FM.
Before Africa was carved apart by foreign hands, it was a continent of kingdoms, trade routes, empires, and rich civilizations. But in the late 19th century, a storm was brewing in Europe, one that would forever alter Africa's destiny. This is the untold story of how an entire continent was stolen, not with bombs or battles, but with pens, lies, and a conference table. This is the Scramble for Africa, the Berlin Conference, a theft in silence. In 1884, in a cold room in Berlin, European powers, led by German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, gathered to decide the fate of Africa. No African leaders were invited, no kings, no chiefs, no elders. 14 European nations and the United States drew borders like slicing a cake, claiming entire nations they didn't understand. Britain snatched East and Southern Africa. France grabbed the West. Belgium's King Leopold II seized the Congo. Not for Belgium, but for himself. He called it the Congo Free State. But it was anything but free. 10 million lives lost. Workers who failed rubber quotas had their hands cut off. One of history's forgotten genocides. African envoys wrote letters, pleaded, and sent messages for peace. But their words never made it past the European walls. Cultures, sovereignties, and histories reduced to zones of profit. By 1900, over 90% of Africa was under European rule. Entire civilizations were uprooted, languages outlawed, cultures demonized. But Africa did not kneel. From the mountains to the coasts, from the deserts to the forests, Africa resisted. In Ethiopia, Emperor Menelik II read their twisted treaties, trained his army, and crushed the Italians at the Battle of Adwa in 1896, a victory that stunned Europe. In West Africa, Samorai Touré built an empire through trade and tactics, resisting French invasion for 16 years. In Nigeria, Queen Amina had long defended Azau, and in 1900, Ya Asantewa, Queen Mother of the Ashanti, declared, "If the men will not fight, I will." Sheikh Zulu had already revolutionized warfare, his strategies inspiring resistance generations later. In Zimbabwe, the Shona and Ndebele fought. In Algeria, Abdelkader launched years of guerrilla war. And in Angola, Queen Nzinga outwitted the Portuguese with diplomacy and defiance. Resistance lived not just on the battlefield, but in poems, songs, stories, schools, and whispered traditions passed in secret. They tried to erase us, but we remembered. Divide and rule, the empire's silent weapon. When brute force wasn't enough, Europe used division. In Nigeria, the British propped up certain tribes over others. In Rwanda, Belgians created ID cards separating Tutsi from Hutu, artificial lines that later exploded in genocide. In Congo, children were taught to worship their oppressors. In churches, our traditions were labeled evil. In schools, our names, heroes, and histories were erased. We were taught to speak foreign tongues, to serve foreign kings. But even then, resistance simmered. African intellectuals wrote, questioned, and taught in secret. Poets, parents, and prophets carried the flame of truth. Economic theft disguised as civilization. They claimed they came to civilize, but they came to steal. Gold, diamonds, rubber, oil, cocoa, cotton, drained to feed Europe's factories and finance its empires. In Congo, forests became death camps for rubber. In South Africa, black laborers dug for gold they'd never hold. In Ghana, cocoa funded Britain, while locals remained poor. Railroads were built, not to connect towns, but to move resources from mine to port. Taxes had to be paid in money, which could only be earned by working for the colonizers. It was theft disguised as development. The scramble's lingering shadow independence may have come, but the blueprint remained. Borders drawn in Europe still divide families, tribes, and tongues. In some nations, 5 official languages. None are African. Colonial laws still shape our courts. Schools still teach European kings over African heroes. Africa grows what it doesn't eat and eats what it doesn't grow. Our resources build luxury and tech abroad, while our youth remain unemployed at home. And when things break, the world blames Africa, not the system that broke it. But make no mistake, the scramble never truly ended. It just changed its name. Africa remembers. The resistance lives. They tried to bury our heroes, but we remember. From Samorai Touré to Ya Asantewa, from Shaka to Nzinga, from Abdelkader to Funmalayo Ransomakuti, the fight lives on. Some wielded swords, others wielded words. Some built armies, others built schools. Resistance lived in spirit, in the soul of a continent that refused to be broken. Reclaiming our voice, rewriting the story. For centuries, others told Africa's story. They called us backward, primitive, tribes without history. But we were never lost. From Timbuktu to Great Zimbabwe, our history was written in stone, song, and stars. Today, African scholars, filmmakers, artists, and youth are reclaiming what was stolen. We're renaming streets, rewriting textbooks, restoring symbols. The internet is our drumbeat. Diaspora voices echo across borders. We are not just reclaiming land, we are reclaiming identity. Because when you control the story, you control the future. We are more than victims. We are visionaries. We are the descendants of warriors and the keepers of memory. The scramble for Africa took our voice. This time we're taking it back. If this story opened your eyes,
yes,
expanded your knowledge.
Big argument. The German, remember that German conference? It split up Africa. Okay. The time is 1:30. Yeah, 1:30.
The time on Irie FM is
1:30, as we say.
What's the drink? Drink responsibly. Hey, this is Sean, Contractor Edwards from Contractor Music Marketing. And I want to say thank you to Irie FM for making me make so much money by coming up with creative ways to market reggae and dancehall music and incorporate sports with music and break so much artists and help so much people. Irie FM is the voice of the people. And I want to say congratulations to your 35 years at number one. And I want you to have many more.
Irie FM, Irie FM, Irie FM,
Yes. Every Nubian is a star. Dub Syndicate featuring a man called Lee Scratch Perry. We'll be back here a little more from this at 2 p.m. with the Stepping Razor, the Art of War. By them Junior.